The following program is brought to you by the Foundation for the Regurgitation of Vegetation. For 30 decades, we've helped children say no to green vegetables. You're welcome, moms. And now, NPR is proud to present Tommy's Favorites from the Skit Guys podcast.
It's the Skit Guys Podcast, starring Tommy Woodard and Eddie James. And now, the hosts voted number one in hosting the Skit Guys Podcast, the Skit Guys.
Hello, and welcome to the Skit Guys Podcast. My name's Tommy Woodard. I am the skit guy with hair, and normally my bald buddy Eddie would be joining me for the podcast, but we are pre-recording this because we're in the process of making a movie that we hope will be in theaters, hopefully next spring, that you'll be able to join your family to and have a lot of fun. When you think of us these days, please pray for us as we continue to work hard at getting that done and accomplishing that dream. Last month, my buddy Ed shared some of his favorite moments from our podcast, and so this month I get to do that, and I'm really looking forward to it. Before we get there, can I take just a minute to say I hope that you're having a good summer? And I know that's a big ask, right? Because our world's still a little mixed up, all right, from the COVID-19 and everything that goes along with that. Also understand that summer, when you're an adult, for the most part, is just when it's hot when you go to work, and then winter's when it's cold when you go to work. And so there's not a big difference, but hopefully you're finding some time to relax, excuse me. I was going to say rest and relax, and it came out rest-lax. Hopefully you're getting some time to relax and to rest and to just enjoy life a little bit. And I hope that I can help you with that. All right. So we're going to have some fun today. Ed took it up to, I think, around episode 21. So I'm going to pick up after that. I'm actually going to pick up in episode 23. And when we recorded this, we decided to pretend like it was the future. This was going to be a podcast from the future. We said it was going to be 2035. In fact, that's the name of the episode, is 2035. And you'll notice a few things. You'll see that we are not good at doing old people accents. In fact, our old people accents become kind of weird, unidentifiable accents from someplace we're not aware of. You'll get to see how we both look at the future and what things could be like. And so I think you'll enjoy it. I had a lot of fun listening to it. Here's the one thing you want to listen for. Two things, okay? Here's the one thing. It's two things. First of all, you'll notice that Eddie in 2030 or 2035, 2030? 2030. Yeah, in 2035, sorry, is still doing the bit when the show starts where he says, is it on? Is it on? But he's just an old man saying, is it on? So he carried that through. And then the second thing is what just happened to me. The episode is entitled 2035, but I kept referring to the year as 2030. I couldn't keep it straight. I can't keep it straight now. So anyway, as you listen to that, look for those things. All right? Enjoy.
Hey, tell me when it's on. Tell me when it's on. Tell me when it's on. Tommy, tell me when it's on.
It's on. Heavens, it is on. It has been rolling.
All right.
For about 20 years now it's been on.
All right, I didn't realize.
Should have known.
Well, hello, audience members, or...
To be audience member. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry. So glad Jerry still listens to us.
Yes, one download a month, whether we make it or not.
Yes, Jerry. Oh, well, we're here in Branson. This is where we reside now, Branson, Missouri. They have a little theater for us that we do our comedy.
A little theater, it's a giant theater.
No, it's not.
About the same size as Carnegie Hall.
No, it is not the same size as Carnegie Hall.
It is a little smaller than Radio City Music Hall.
It is not a little smaller than Radio City Music Hall.
It is about the size of a medium-sized cafetorium at a lower-end middle school.
I'll give you that. But we love Branson. We're just excited that someone wants to have us do something.
It is
anymore.
good. It is
You
good.
know.
Now, granted, most of the people who walk in don't know what we are or who we are.
No, not at all. You know.
Midway through the first skit, half the audience is gone, but for those that stay...
It's a treat. It's a treat, I
treat
tell you.
for us.
It's a treat. You know, and sometimes we even get laughs.
Oh, well, usually
Sometimes.
it's when you forget where you are.
Well, that happens quite a bit.
Yes.
I don't even know where I am right now.
Well, I don't either.
I know it starts with a B.
It does that. It does that.
Oh boy! Well, what's been going on today, Thomas? What you do today, Thomas?
Well,
Before we both took a nap.
We did. Prior to that, I got up. I
About
got
6
up.
a.m.
Well, 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah, slept
I
in.
know you. I
slept in this morning and walked around the house for a while, trying to figure out why I got up so early.
Walked around your Branson house.
Yes.
So
yes.
you guys moved here.
You didn't?
Well, I thought I was just driving back and forth.
Oh, it's a long drive from Dallas.
You know, I haven't thought that through.
No, that is
What
it's a
year
bit
is
of a
it?
haul.
What year is it?
1965.
No, we weren't even alive in 1965. The year is not that at all.
The year 20. It's the year 25. 35.
It's not 25, 35.
It's year 20. I had it backwards. It's 2030.
So you were walking around your house trying to figure out where you were.
Right?
Yeah.
I stepped outside, went to my neighbor's house, rang the bell just to kind of get my bearings. My neighbor was kind enough to explain that I was in Branson and that I needed to put some pants on.
Well, I don't understand why. There's all different kinds of people in Branson.
He's a good neighbor.
He's a very good neighbor.
Right, so now you're thinking, how do these guys still have a podcast? Why would people keep listening after that? Or you're not even still listening. You just shut it down because you're like, that's just nuts. But if you are still listening, if you are still with me, then thanks for hanging with me. And the weirdest thing is to think that 2030 is just less than 10 years away. And 2035 is less than 15 years away. That's just crazy. Okay, now this next one is from an episode entitled On the Road Again. And I remember recording this one several years ago. Eddie and I used to do summer camps. We would spend all summer long, about 8 weeks, doing camps. And the bulk of them were in the Florida Panhandle, around the Panama City area. It was a lot of fun, good times. They were long weeks, and we missed our family a lot. And so we don't really do week-long camps anymore because of that. Our kids have gotten older, and we want to spend time with them. Not that we didn't want to spend time with them when they were younger, but anyway, here's the thing. We just don't do week-long camps anymore. But we used to. And we also used to have to make a podcast, and we would put it off as long as we could until we just had to make a podcast. So we found ourselves thinking, okay, how can we maximize our time? Because we didn't want to work at the camp and then go back to the hotel where we stayed at night and do a podcast because, well, frankly, we wanted to go see movies and stuff and go out to eat and do that kind of stuff, have a life. So we decided, you know what? We'll do a podcast driving in the car. And so what used to happen is we would fly to Florida, and we had to then get a rental car and drive about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, to get to where the camp was. And so that's what this is, us hopping in the car and driving to camp and doing a podcast at the same time. So here we go. Tom and Ed in the car. It's like a really long Sonic commercial. Okay? Yeah, we'll just say that. Enjoy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
We are the Skid Guys.
we are. Couldn't be prouder. If you
I
can't hear us, we'll yell a little louder.
Oh, that's a good one. Say it like you mean it, though. We are the Skid Guys.
Couldn't be prouder. If you didn't hear us, we'll yell a little louder.
Oh, my goodness. That would make such a great rap,
It
wouldn't
would
it?
totally make a good
Or
rap.
a good cheer.
Yes.
Well, Podians,
I think it actually did.
happy summer to you.
Happy summer to you.
We decided to do something very, ingenious or intuitive, or I don't even know.
I don't think intuitive.
I don't even know
would
what
be
the
right.
word would be right now.
I would say
It's not really ingenious.
I think it's
Just
the
an
result of us
exp-
putting this off till the last minute.
No.
Oh,
no.
not that.
No.
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 Never.
We know
Maybe.
people listen to the audiences.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Podcasts.
They don't listen to the audience.
Yeah.
Our audience.
What is the plural of podcast? Is it podcasts or podkai?
I think it's podcasts.
I'm going to go with podkai.
I think it's podcasts.
Not podcast.
Podcast sounds like some fish.
I do
Something you want
love
to grill up.
a good grilled podcast.
Hey, who wants a podcast?
I like mine blackened.
I got some podcast on the grill.
Oh, podkai.
Hickory smoke
It
podcast.
almost sounds like what a little kid could get. What's wrong with your son? Oh, he's got podcast.
Oh, he's got podcast. Stay
Not
away
again.
from him.
Yeah.
Stay away from his left side.
It's not good.
Oh, it's the podcast. It's come back.
Yes. Well,
Ooh. Have you ever seen Imp and Tygo and podcast?
oh, my
Corrupted
stars.
child.
Poor kid.
It's just horrible.
Oh,
It's
my
just horrible.
stars.
It's just bad. Well, we've decided to do something so crazy. We've just landed.
They may be able to tell.
Well, you may be able to tell.
There
Who
may,
knows?
yeah, I don't know.
But we have people say, "Hey, your podcasts are so long."
So long.
I listen to them in the car when I travel to like my grandma's house or to school or to my mom's house or
Right.
whatever it is. Or I got a
Right.
little business trip or I'm in traffic.
Right.
I listen to your podcast. So what we thought we'd do is do a podcast as we drive to our gig.
Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hey!
So this could be really interesting because I could not pay attention while I'm driving. By the way, I'm driving.
You are driving.
And I could get a ticket.
You could.
We
Could.
could have a wreck.
I got a little light on.
We makes it a little harder to see.
Can you?
It's a little bit of a challenge.
Do you want me to turn off the light?
No, it's okay.
Seriously.
No, it's good.
Seriously.
fine.
Seriously.
No, we're good.
We are in the car. We have our headsets on, so we kind
Right.
of look like geeks.
Totally.
Totally two geeks.
Oh, my stars.
Going down the road.
You really do look like the guy from Lando Calrissian's helper from Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I am.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do I really look like him?
You favor
Let me
him a
see him.
lot.
I'm gonna look in the mirror.
Okay,
in the
look in the
car
mirror.
mirror.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ooh, the light is bright. Ooh,
Yeah.
I do look like
I
Lando
know.
Calrissian's helper.
What's his name? Does
What
he have
is-
a name?
I don't know. Let me Google it. What
Trivia
is-
question. Let's make it a trivia question.
Okay.
what is the name of Lando Calrissian's assistant in The Empire Strikes Back?
Okay.
The bald guy.
All right. First person can tell us gets a God's Chisel DVD.
No.
Skid Guys
no,
T-shirt.
No.
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 What?
Something even better. I
What?
just thought of this. You may
What?
disagree.
What?
A free copy of Skit Guys Science Theater.
Mystery Skit Guys Theater.
Yes.
Mystery Skit Theater.
I mean, granted, it's only a $5 download, but it's an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half of
An
fun.
Hour
okay.
and a half of us sitting
All
there
right.
commenting on things that are ancient that we did.
We have a new. It's a video for $5.
Or as we like to call them, vidges.
Vitius.
Yeah, vidges.
Boy, I said.
Ooh, I gotta slow down.
Yeah, slow down.
Oh, man, yeah.
It's
I gotta slow
45
down
miles
a
per
bunch.
hour,
Ooh, I was
buddy.
going way fast.
Do not get a ticket.
I don't want to get
Or
a ticket.
if you do get a ticket, you have to wear the headset. You have to wear the headset so
Okay.
we could hear you.
Okay.
You can't take it off.
I won't. I'm slowing down, though.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if it happens.
It's an instant, like, if you're wearing the headset, it's not like he's going to be like, oh, don't worry about it. You got the headset on, he's giving you a ticket.
That's fine.
I probably would get a ticket
fine.
not only for speeding, but also for, like, reckless endangerment,
Why?
Because
Well, it just looks like you're talking to like someone on the phone.
I know, but still.
You look like one of those weird businessmen that have to have something bigger on their face
All
so
the
they can talk
time.
to Joni, their secretary, about all the important details they have to do
Because they're that important.
because they're that important. Yeah.
I think we're losing it as a society. I mean, when you're talking on your phone in the bathroom, we've lost it.
Oh, when you're texting or you're looking
Texting's
at,
okay.
no,
Yes.
it's not.
Why
Not if you're on the
not?
toilet. You don't do
Why?
that kind of stuff.
Nope, you're not interfering with anybody else's
You're gonna
business.
have to wipe. You're gonna have to do
Oh,
some
now
things.
see, you didn't need to go that far.
But no, if you're gonna talk about it, no, I'm telling you, that's how it's
But
disgusting.
you put it up before you do that.
Where
It's
do
not
you,
like
where
you're
do you,
holding.
Where do you put it
You
up?
put it in your pocket.
You put it in your pocket.
Yeah, I do anyway.
I just think it's kind of gross.
Well,
I-
I
well,
like
it
to
also-
play games while I'm doing my business.
You don't need to.
I don't need to, but I enjoy it.
It also just shows how crazy this phone is attached to our bodies.
Oh, I mean, seriously, how?
It's worse than
how-
impetigo. It is
how-
worse than impetigo.
Okay, don't. There could be infants listening. So, because that's who gets infanttigo.
We're in Niceville, by the way,
We are in Niceville, Florida.
It's very
We've
nice.
got about an hour and a half drive.
and you get to do it with us, folks.
And there's a lot of deer on this trip.
I am
so
hungry.
You got to watch out for them.
I am hungry. Are you hungry?
Are
Are you fasting today?
Well,
What are
I'm
you
going
doing?
to fast tomorrow.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's eat.
Do you want to get something to eat?
I kind of am hungry. Can we
you
go
want
to
to stop
Sonic?
at Sonic?
Yeah, I would like. Yes, let's get a
What
Sonic.
are you going to get?
Buddy. I don't know.
Okay.
I may get a chili dog.
Well, this should be really interesting. Doing a podcast while eating a chili dog and driving in the car.
And a drink.
If I get anything, it would be a Chicago dog, but I may not get something. I don't know. But
Slap it on a
we'll
chili
see.
dog.
I do love a Chicago. Chicago dog is my favorite of the dog family.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Oh, there's Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays. What's your favorite thing at Ruby Tuesdays? Go.
Salad bar.
I love their salad bar and I love their turkey burger.
They have a good turkey burger.
Which-
Yeah, they've also got like a good fish and rice dish. I don't know what it's called.
Danny's fried chicken.
Never had it.
Yeah, well, you can tell it used to be a something or other.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a Whataburger.
Oh, poor Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
Do you, Papa John's. We just passed the Papa John's.
Haven't eaten there in years.
Do you remember when we first started doing gigs? We would grab
2 pizzas.
a pizza each.
Yeah, that's
a
what I'm
meat
saying.
pizza each.
Yeah, all the meats.
With all the meats.
Like one wasn't enough for us to share?
No, we were growing boys.
We were growing.
And we'd get a side of marinara, extra marinara dipping
Yeah.
sauce,
Yeah.
and garlic
Butter.
butter.
Oh, that
Can
was
you
good.
believe us?
No.
Those were the days, my
Those
friend.
were the days, my friend. We
thought
thought they'd never end.
And they did end. They did end.
They did end.
Oh.
Yeah, they did end with high blood pressure and cholesterol.
Well, then you just see pictures of yourself, and you look like the fat Garth Brooks, and you're going, "Yeah, we better stop.
Yeah.
We better stop."
Well, you know, I would just blame it all on my roots. I showed up in booze and ruined your black tie affair. Oh, I miss Garth Brooks. Loved Garth Brooks music. Well, why don't you listen to it anymore, Tommy? I don't know. I don't, so I miss it. I'd rather miss it than listen to it now, I guess is where I am. That's where I am in life. So anyway, that was On the Road. This next episode, it really does makes the top 5, at least for me. The title of this episode kind of says it all, you know, and that is the title of this one is Feet Smell Like Death. And we were talking in this episode, and by the way, as if you don't know, the vast majority of our, especially older podcasts were never really planned out. Once our producer Jen came on board, she was like, "Hey, how about we put some structure to this?" And we were like, "Great." And then we don't follow it that well. But still, when we were doing it by ourselves, there wasn't a lot of structure. We just we just talked about what we wanted to talk about and thought, well, if people listen, cool. If not, okay. Because we can't tell if people are listening or not. There's quite a possibility that none of these are really listened to. We just keep sending them out. But anyway, we'll keep doing it because we like to talk. So back to the point at hand. Feet smell like death. We started talking about things that smell, and in this episode, it was the very first time there was an untold story that if you are a regular Podience member, you've heard my what shall we say, challenges with being on the Atkins diet. This is the very first time that we tell this story, and I'm sure that I had mixed feelings about telling it because, as funny as it is, nobody wants to be thought of as a stinky person, so you don't want to do that. Which, by the way, my sister is a kindergarten teacher, and I just thought of this. She, will be working at school, and then we'll go sit down, to read the kids a book or do whatever, and sometimes she'll take her shoes off because her feet are tired from walking around all day. Because kindergarten teaching is a lot of work. Thank you, every teacher. If you're a teacher, listen to this, which probably not. Teachers are, anyway, have more class than to listen to the Skit Guys podcast. Not saying that those of you who are listening to it don't have class. You just don't have as much class as a teacher. But here's the thing. My sister is a kindergarten teacher. And she was going to read a book to her kids one day. And she took her shoes off, and one of the kids, pretty quickly went, shoo, I smelled old chicken nuggets. and my sister pretty quickly knew it was her feet. And she was like, oh, I don't smell that. And one of the other kids too, I do too. And some kid goes, I think it's Fritos. Anyway, so if you ever meet my sister, you need to know her feet smell like old chicken nuggets or Fritos. Listen, here we go. Talking about things that smell funny. That's what this episode is. I hope that you enjoy it. Just know some of you may think it stinks.
Okay, what else smells like death? What is that? What is a smell you go, oh man, I can't believe, oh, gross. Ooh.
I don't know. How many things are we going to say that smell like death?
Well, it's just an interesting thought process. It's an interesting creative road to go down on.
There's cheeses. I think there's cheeses that do.
Oh, dude. Yeah, like when you go into those health places, and it's all supposed to be fancy and they got all the cheese laying out there and you like, oh, yeah, like Gargiola, whatever that cheese is.
Gargiola. Yeah, that's it. Maybe also Gargonzola. Maybe does smell like that.
There it is. Well, hobbits eat Gargiola. That's a
true.
Hobbit cheese.
Oh, you know hobbits' feet have to smell like death. They're covered in fur on top and never wear shoes.
They're big. Oh, that's true. That's why Gandalf wears a big robe, because he can. Well, that's why he smokes that pipe to kind of keep. There's incense in that pipe to kind of keep the smell of the hobbit feet away.
Keep the hobbit feet smell away. That's for sure.
That's why he has that robe too, to kind of cover up his nostrils.
That's true. That hat. When he moves that hat, it just wafts the air around.
That's why he moves around so much. He's wafted the air, the hobbit smell away. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, so hobbit feet, bad cheese, us after we run. See, those are all things. All things that smell like death. Podience, email us at skitguys.com. Tell us what you think smells like death. We want to know. What would be something in your world, a story that you have, that you'd go, oh, the smell. Oh, this was nasty.
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's exactly right. And don't put two, because we all know what those can smell like,
Yeah, but they don't smell like death. They smell like, the food you just ate.
Well, buddy, friend. Now, when you back in the day, when you were on the Atkins diet,
yeah, that did smell like, yeah, that's true.
That was death.
That was
death.
That was like burning sulfur, like maybe what Hades smells like.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad, my friend. Oh my, what would come out of you? It was.
It was always burning hot too. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand that at all. Yeah, and I hadn't eaten any spicy food. It was just burning hot.
Well, protein and no carbs in your body just doesn't work.
No.
I mean, you need carbs. You need a little buffer in there. And it was just like it was like you had stripped all of the buffer out of your body, and so you just had pure protein. It was so nasty.
But I didn't lose any weight.
You didn't lose any weight. You did not.
No, it's crazy.
Okay, when we talk about that, it's like Pavlov's dog. I can distinctly remember that smell.
Ugh. It was awful.
It was bad. Do you remember? Okay, audience. I don't think we ever told this story. I know we've told it live, but when you were on the Atkins diet, we were in Boerne, Texas, doing a gig in an auditorium. Students were excited to see us, and you had been on the Atkins diet, and I already knew what the smell was like. Okay, because I travel with you, and we're on stage, and you let out an Atkins toot on stage. And I smelled it, like it hit me, and I start giggling because I'm like, oh wow, that is so horrible, that is so bad, that is so nasty.
Yeah.
And it was like it became a life of its own, and it just grew legs, and it just started wafting out into the audience, and there was like students so excited to see us, and you could tell when the smell hit them, because it was like their smile just slowly dissipated into this, like, oh my, what's happening? What's going on?
And it really was like something literally hit them, because their faces, like, it was like not just their smile, but their heads would kind of cock, like, what was that? You know?
Oh, buddy, it was bad.
Bad.
It was
bad. Really bad.
Bad, Leroy Brown. Bad.
Baddest smell in the whole dang town.
Badder, smellier than a junkyard dog.
Meaner. It was meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah.
Right,
For sure. Badder than a junkyard dog. Sorry, yes.
Oh, well, okay. Well, now we know what smells like death. That was
badder than old King Kong, and his feet smelled like death.
Oh, can you imagine when he grabbed that girl and took him up to the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
Her up to... Do you... I mean, she was scared, but she had to have been going, it's ghastly. The smell is ghastly.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
I mean, there would have been air going everywhere on the Empire State Building, and especially when, he has those big hands and he's, like, swinging around and stuff.
Well, think about this. Remember in that movie when he holds her under the waterfall so she can, like, clean off, and then he blows her, like, her hair dry, Like, how bad did that breath have to smell?
Oh, and she had to smile and take it. Like, oh, thank you, King Kong. Thank you. That would be death.
Was that Jessica Lange?
That was Jessica Lange back in the day, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was Naomi Watts in the Jack Black version.
Yes.
The T-Rex.
Right.
Jurassic Park version, yeah. Yeah, but I doubt Jessica Lange blow dries her hair anymore. I doubt she does.
Probably. That. Yeah, that's probably true. It's probably true.
I bet she just lets it air dry because King Kong is real.
He is real. It's true. Well, I mean, how else could they do it? They didn't have special effects back then.
It was a real live monkey. It was a big. He was King Kong.
Yeah, he was King Kong, buddy. No question about it.
They just captured him, and they went, "Hey, before we kill him, we should really make a movie out of this."
Yeah, and it was cool that he was tameable. Because if not, that wouldn't have happened,
Well, yeah, Jack Hanna. Is it Jack Hanna, the animal expert?
Jungle Jack, yeah.
Jungle Jack, yeah. He came along and he tamed him for the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure we can look at archives of Jessica Lange talking about, my goodness, when the monkey picked me up, he smelled like death.
Yeah.
And it scared me, but I was an up-and-coming actress, and I knew this was, crucial for my career to work in this movie King Kong with this real monkey.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because actors love that kind of stuff. I mean, to be able to say, yeah, I worked with a gigantic monkey,
right.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Big deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at the franchise. I mean, King Kong is something because Jessica Lange decided to smell death and get in the hand of a monkey. So,
kudos to us, because this began with, were you ever in a classroom when someone threw up?
Buddy, that is the magic of Skit Guys right there. That is the magic of our friendship. Right
25 minutes later, we've said King Kong is real. Okay, so there you have it. No shame in my game. That story's been told many, many times since, as long as we're talking about it. In getting ready for this movie, I have dropped my carb intake and upped my protein intake, and that old Atkins monster strikes ever so often. My wife is appreciative. In this last excerpt, it is the title of this episode is Wisdom is like a free refill. This is actually Wisdom is like a free refill part 1. We can talk. When we start talking, we can really talk. So this actually became a 2-part episode. I had just had my wisdom teeth taken out. And this is what I want you, the part of this episode that I'm sharing with you, it explains everything about the wisdom teeth, and that's fine. But then there's this moment where we introduce Bugsy, and he's our accountant. And here's what you need to know if you haven't figured this out yet. The way this whole podcast thing works is I'm just talking, but Eddie is talking and entertaining. He is planning. He's directing. Like, his mind is really amazing, and he does a lot of things at one time. I'm not a multitasker, so I can just talk, and that's about it. But what you'll notice when you listen to this is he's gonna bring up this character. He's gonna put it on me to do the character. That's fine. I mean, anytime you hear us do a character and he introduces it, normally I didn't know it was coming. So it's a lot of fun, but it's also a bit of a challenge. But this is what I want you to really catch, okay? So he brings up this guy. I'm gonna do this character. I'm trying to have this character have a conversation with Eddie, and instead of rolling with it, he turns it on me so that I then have to have, as Tommy, a conversation with Bugsy. That's not planned. I was just going to be Bugsy and let Eddie be Eddie, and we have a conversation, we play it out. He just basically left me hanging, the same guy who just had his wisdom teeth taken out. It's not fair, is it? Welcome to my world, all right? So, this is Wisdom is like a free refill with Bugsy the accountant.
Podcasts have gotten better over the years.
Well, they definitely sound better.
Yeah, but thank you for trying, though.
Yeah, I gave it my best.
Yeah, you did really good. So you got your wisdom teeth out. How you feeling now?
I'm good. I only have 2 wisdom teeth. The bottom 2 just don't even exist in my world. So had the top 2 taken out. One, can't even tell there was a wisdom tooth there. And the other one, there's a giant gaping hole in my mouth.
Do you feel dumber or more dumb or dumb for the first time now that wisdom is out of your mouth?
I think the term is more stupidest.
More stupidest.
And I do feel a little more stupidest.
Wow. You know what they say about stupid?
Is
stupid is a stupid
wisdom tooth.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
No.
Well,
okay.
In honor of you and getting those wisdom teeth taken out, I thought that's what we could talk about is wisdom. Proverbs talks about it. Why don't we talk about it?
Let's do it.
All right.
I love me some good Proverbs.
Because Proverbs says if there's anything you can get in life, it's to ask for wisdom. It says pray for wisdom, gather wisdom, seek wisdom. So we'll just see what wisdom's all about.
And I would add to that free refills.
What's that?
I mean, wisdom is fantastic, but free refills are phenomenal.
But you know what? Wisdom is free refills, buddy. Think about that.
I don't understand it.
When you have wisdom and you have to make choices in life, it's not so tough when wisdom is on your side and it's kind of like a free refill. You're like, oh, that came so simply to me. That was so easy. It was like pouring out of a faucet or pouring out of a carbonated 7-Eleven machine.
Man, I don't know what you're saying. It's so good. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, wisdom is described by this, as we find in Wikipedia: the ability to judge correctly and to follow the best course of action based on knowledge and understanding.
Have we just negated our discussion on wisdom because we're getting our information from Wikipedia?
Isn't that the main source of all?
I don't know, because I can edit Wikipedia.
Well, I think
and I don't have wisdom teeth.
Well, I think they probably just coordinated it with a thesaurus or a dictionary, and I think it would say the same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I'm
so
serious.
Anyway, ability to judge correctly and follow the best course of action based on knowledge and understanding.
That is like a free refill. Once you have knowledge and understanding, you can judge. Okay. That's like a free refill, buddy.
Right. So if it's free refill, I'm judging correctly. I'll take the small cup because I can go back as many times as I want. The best course of action is to use a lot of ice because it doesn't matter. I want my drink cold and I can still get as much as I want. And I'm basing that on the knowledge that it is free refills.
And the knowledge that you can use some of those machines have those little syrup buttons. So not only can you get Dr. Pepper, but hey, put a little cherry in there.
Why wouldn't you?
Put a little cherry in there. You deserve it. Put a little cherry.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Or I could just get a water cup and use that one.
It's true.
That's not wisdom. That's stealing.
Well, hey, I do need to talk to you about something.
Go for it.
I don't mean to bring this up in front of our audience, but I'm going to. Okay.
Okay.
Bugsy, our accountant's going to come in, and I know he's very mafia. I know he's very gangsta.
Okay. No. Look, I am travel, and you are product. But there's times you've got to turn in a receipt also.
I do all the time, buddy. I do.
But you don't. You just you don't say what they're for. It's like, hey, here's Skit Guys receipts.
And he looks at me with that fedora.
Okay, he's not all that bad. I think you've built it up in your head that he's even like. I don't even think he's like a gangster. Like to me, there's not. I get accounting from him, but not gangster.
He probably has a Napoleon syndrome. He's a short man. Okay,
he's Oompa Loompa height. Yeah,
but
he's Oompa Loompa height.
But
the spray tan doesn't help.
You can't stare him down. You just have to. You have to be nice to him.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. See. Yeah. Hey, Ed. Hey, Tom. Hey. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
See. Yeah. Look here. See. We do expense reports. See. And when you go to Sizzler, see, you buy a surf and turf. See. And I need receipts. You see. I'm saying I need receipts. I can't expense it. You see.
Right. Did you get you got mine though, right?
I want to see what, like I've right here. I've got a charge for $31.64. See, and it's at the CVS. See, I mean, let me guess. I mean, why are you going to CVS? Why are you turning that in for Skid Guys? See,
what? Well, that's Tommy's. That's those last 4 digits are Tommy's credit card. Tommy, do you want to? You're
gonna put this on me.
What? That's your last 4 digits of your credit card. That's not me.
Look at Bugsy. I don't. Yeah, you're gonna try to tell me. You're gonna try to say it was for something. What? Your Head and Shoulders for your dandruff? I don't have dandruff. I don't. That's. If anyone has dandruff, it's Eddie. All right. I mean, I don't use Head and Shoulders.
Bad. I have no hair. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Yeah. What? You get some airborne for your sniffles? Huh? You got a cold or something? See? Huh? You need to knock it out of there with some airborne. Your peanut butter M&Ms? What is it? See?
Bugsy. That would be a legitimate 3164. The airborne food for the road. road, I mean, those are legit. Like that, I'm on Tommy's side on this one. Those would be legitimate.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question? Before you were an accountant, did you live in Chicago?
Yeah. So I got a little bit of accent. That's fine.
Did you kill people?
I was in sanitation.
You were what?
I took care of the garbage. I was in sanitation. I took care of the garbage.
Tommy.
Look here, see? Don't ask questions you don't want answers to, see?
Hold on, Bugsy, real quick. Hey, Tommy, come here.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Bugsy is really a mobster.
He was a garbage man. He just said it.
We have an accountant for a mobster.
I think he was a guy.
I think we should exit the room very slowly.
What are you guys talking about over there, huh?
I gotta pee. I'll be back. Bye, Tommy.
Don't leave. No. Hey, see? Hey, Bugsy. I'm going to turn in every receipt, and I'm going to itemize everything on there. Would you please let me live? Yeah, see? You got it. I'm going to go take out the trash. So, you noticed how I tried to get out of that as quick as I possibly could. Listen, this has been a lot of fun for me to reminisce. I hope that it's been a lot of fun for you to listen and remember with me. And I do hope that it is a bright spot in your day. Just on a personal note, this morning I started reading the book of Philemon, or Philemon, depending on how you like to pronounce that. And a passage or a verse struck me in the greatest of ways. And Philemon, just a short, it's just a chapter. But verse 7 says this: "For I have derived much joy and comfort from your love, because the hearts of the saints have been refreshed through you." And that verse just struck a chord with me. I've always said that Philippians 4, 6, and 7 is my life verse, to not worry about anything and pray about everything. But this, if there's a verse in the Bible that is a mission statement for what I long to do with my life, it is Philemon 1:7. I hope that someday, when it's all said and done, it would be said of me that the hearts of the saints have been refreshed through you. We have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. We joke a lot. We get to live out our friendship in front of the world, and that is such a blessing. But in the midst of all of it is this ministry. So I hope that today and every day that you listen to this podcast, that you are refreshed, that your hearts are refreshed. Thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
The Skit Guys podcast is brought to you by skitguys.com, where you can always watch their videos for free and peruse all things Skit Guys. Tune in next week for another thrilling episode of the Skit Guys podcast. Until then, live long and lie prostrate.